France. France is one of the largest countries in Western Europe. France is north of Spain and borders Italy, Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, and Switzerland. The capital of France is Paris. French is the official language of France. To say hello in French is bonjour. The money they use in France is the euro. France has some of the highest mountains in Europe. In ancient times, Gauls lived in France. The Franks took over, and that's where France got its name. In the late 1700s, France became a democracy after the people, with the help of Napoleon Bonaparte, took over the government from the king and queen. Napoleon Bonaparte changed the French flag to what it is today by making the stripes of red, white, and blue equal widths. This is a painting of Napoleon Bonaparte. The crafting of food is very important to the people of France. To the French, cooking is an art. France has been making wine since they were part of the Roman Empire. Each region of France makes its own kind of cheese, sausage, and wine. There are 965 different kinds of cheese in France. Crusty bread called baguettes are usually served with most meals in France. Extended families often sit together to eat. The most popular sport is soccer. They call it football. Other popular sports are cycling, rugby, swimming, skiing, and sailing. The most popular hobbies are inline skating and computer games. French like to read comics too, like Asterix or Tintin. The French people also like to watch TV. Along with food and sports, art is very popular in many forms, such as painting, sculpture, music, film, and fashion. Some famous French painters are Pablo Picasso, Henri Matisse, Claude Monet, Edgar Degas, and Paul Cézanne. Making films is also important to the French. The famous film festival Cannes is held in France. A lot of world-famous fashion designers come from France, like Coco Chanel, Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and Louis Vuitton. The same sculpture artist who designed the Eiffel Tower in Paris also sculpted the Statue of Liberty in New York. My great-great-great-grandmother, Isabella Singer, modeled for the face and hands of the Statue of Liberty. I have been lucky enough to have been to France, although I was only 5 months old, so I don't remember anything. I'm looking forward to a trip there again to learn more about the country. That ends. This is wine, this is the Cannes Festival, this is newspaper, what they call football, that's my grandma. Mom said that looks like her face. France is all right here. There's all these parts colored in. And fashion. This is a real picture of the flag. Cheese. The chapter. This is my favorite project.
Asher, because you have it set up in there, when you're finished, the children can take turns looking inside the box so they can see how you set it up. Would you like to do it that way? Okay.
Sorry, I like to report. Thank you. Paulina, I really like to report. Casey, I really like to report. Thank you. Ellie, I like your project. Thanks. And can you explain how you made your project? Well, we just tied the box. We made the road. Then we made these. And also a table. And this. One was it? This is what the real stained glass windows I think look like. It's it being built. And that's why I have this is because this is what he calls his taxi bed.
And if you look on the side of the chapel, there is a stained glass piece that she made.
It's stained glass. And then Mom cut out the stained glass pieces and the doors on this side.
Can you call on some more children, please? Thank you.
Kelly, I like your report. Thank you. Miss Megan.
How interesting that your grandmother was the model for the Statue of Liberty. How did she get chosen for that job?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
She was Isaac Meritzinger's wife, so the guy who did the sewing machine's wife, and she was renowned for her exotic look. So
Okay.
the artist chose her as his model.
Okay, the artist chose her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex, I really like to report. Thank you. Asher, I really like to report. Thank you. Sadie, I have two. One, I really like to report. And two, can you explain this is Napoleon Bonaparte. That's the Eiffel Tower in the background, with the background of that. This is the cross, and this is my grandma, and the face on Statue of Liberty. Fashion. Fashion and fashion. And that's the pie vegetable, wine, and cheese. The apple beers and that's what they call football.
Aiden has a question.
Well, I have a couple things to say. My brother is studying in France, and he is learning how to read France, and he's learning all about it. And I heard in your report you mentioned something about Picasso and Claude Monet, which I'm doing Claude Monet, and my brother did Picasso. And I really liked your report.
Thank you.
Ellie has a question.
Okay.
Oh, did you make the stained glass on your project?
Asher?
It's not real stained glass, but it's like the tracing paper that we have in our class. Well, actually, this one's the tracing paper, and this one's like, I don't know.
Vellum.
Is there something you want to tell us from that book?
Well, it just tells more about my grandma.
Oh, I would be interested in reading that later if you don't mind. Okay. Thank you, Asher.